Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Vivian from ThePaperLetterBlog, and today I'm going to show you the La Papierre stationery subscription service of the month May. Now, first of all, yes, this is a different background. It's actually just a piece of paper that I use for picture taking, but I thought since we're not crafting anyway, I might as well use this to kind of minimize the reflection of the ring light on the table, so I hope that works. I'm filming this on Friday, which is a little bit late because I'm also hoping to upload it on Friday, but as you may have heard me say in different videos, I've been back at work this week after 2.5 months in lockdown, sort of back at work, and it has been absolutely crazy, so I simply didn't have the time nor the energy to film this earlier, but that should be okay. I mean, we will manage, I'm sure. As far as work is concerned, I will talk you through that another time, because I know that there's a lot of people here that only want to see the unboxing, which I completely understand. Suffice it to say that I am dead tired but alive, and that is the most important part. So yes, we have the La Papierre stationery subscription service. Before I start, I as always want to say that I do receive this pack for free. However, that does not influence my opinion. I have strong opinions, I will share my strong opinions, and I do not get paid to say or do anything. That being said, if you do decide to subscribe to La Papierre after seeing one of my videos, I would be very, very grateful if you would fill out the form that says how did you come in contact with La Papierre or who referred you. I would obviously be very grateful if you would say Vivian from ThePaperLetterBlog. I do not get paid, I do not get anything in return, but it would be nice for them to see that my videos are still somewhat relevant. Now, this envelope is looking very ugly. That is not their fault. That is because I ripped off the address, because that was my home address, and that is of course private. I also have to admit that, as you can see, I've already opened this envelope. That is the first time I've done that. Usually I will open the envelope with all of you on camera so that we can like do first impressions together, but with these past few days being absolutely crazy, I felt like I needed, or I deserved, a little sneak peek, a little pick me up, so I've already checked some of the designs. Also, I have to add, in last video I told you that we received an email from La Papierre that they had to move their printer to a different printer because of the COVID situation. Their regular printer was closed, and since the past video I have tested the different writing paper, and to be honest, I do not notice any difference. The paper is same quality, same thickness. I can write on it using a fountain pen, which I absolutely love because I always write with a fountain pen, and so far I have not noticed any difference, except of course for the fact that the envelope had a slightly different color to the letter writing paper, but I don't know if that was intentional or if that was like a different printer kind of thing. So there's that. I did want to update you on that. I don't know if they've gone back to the normal printing company, but whether they did or didn't, I didn't notice any difference. That being said, let us get into this. As always, we get two little business cards. They've changed this one from being a square one to being one with rounded edges, which is, rounded edges is something that makes my stationery heart very happy. This is their business card for a League of Extraordinary Pen Pals, which is their website, extraordinarypenpals.com, and of course the referral card, which is what I've mentioned before. If you do subscribe to the La Papierre stationery subscription, mention that you were referred by ThePaperLetterBlog or Vivian from ThePaperLetterBlog, and we will send you both free stationery. Now, my stationery is already free, but for you it could be of course very, very interesting. Then it starts always with their little letter, which I'm not going to read, and on the back we have a pen pal ad, which is very, very fun. If you do not have pen pals yet, you could definitely write to the person that is on the back of this. I don't want to flip it around because it has someone's address on here, and I always feel a little bit I don't feel good showing someone's address in a YouTube video, so that's why I do not actually look at it. But first impression of this pack is that it has a lot and a lot and a lot of blues. Now, if you could look around this room, you would see that nearly everything in here is blue. Nearly everything in my room is actually blue, especially the walls and the curtains. So yes, blue makes me happy. So that is a very, very good first start. I'm gonna dive straight in. The first design is a lighthouse. Sorry, that was my my English not being my native language acting up. A lighthouse, a little lighthouse, a little seagull, a little sea themed paper basically. This kind of makes me happy because the town where I grew up in is quite close to the sea, and the town where I grew up in had a lighthouse, and for some reason I have a thing for lighthouses. It just brings back memories or something. So this stationery is pretty simple. I have to say quite grown up as well, which is something that I don't mind, and it has a beautiful blue background and blue lines, so I'm happy. Let me just grab the envelope. I do have to say that this would not be a design I would normally pick despite loving the lighthouse, because it's a bit simple, but I can definitely imagine a lot of people loving this. As far as the envelope is concerned, I think they kind of fixed the color difference because it's back to like normal proportions. The colors were always slightly different, which I completely understand because it's different paper, but it's not as faint anymore as it used to be in the previous one. So that makes me happy. It's a bit more cohesive, basically. Beautiful envelope. Again, that little faint blue background. Yes, then this one has something that is again very, very dear to me. Houseplants, one of my favorite themes, houseplants. This is a string of pearls. I have one of these, very afraid of killing it, so it's good that I now also have it on my writing paper. Absolutely adorable. Again, it's blue but with a tint of green. I don't know if my camera picks up on it, but the background is blue and the lines are actually dark green, which is quite a nice contrast. And then we also have this little bedside table like design. Could be very random, but I actually think it works and it looks quite cute. Oh, I forgot to say this again, but there's 6 designs in every month and I get the 24 sheet pack, so that's 4 pieces of paper per design. You could choose 12, you could choose 48 if I'm not mistaken. You can alter the type of subscription you like. I choose 24 because that gives me enough paper to write my letters on. So there's that. So we have that one, and then, oops, I already spoiled it. We have the matching envelope here with beautiful font, please deliver to. And again, yeah, this one, the paper is a little bit more green tinted and this is a little bit more blue tinted, but it definitely is close together, and this actually doesn't bother me as much as the previous. It was nice and sturdy. So this is one of my favorites and definitely going in my own stash. Next design, another one of my favorites, cats and watercolor blue designs. Now this is quite random. I think it's a little cat with a little snail on a, is it a dandelion? I don't know, on one of these puffy flowers with all the seeds that get spread around, if that makes sense. And I do not normally like animal designs, but it's a cat, so I mean it gets a pass either way. And I also again love that really beautiful, this is just one of my favorite things, that watercolor blue kind of fading out look. I really hope that makes sense. Some of you may think I'm crazy, but that's just something that makes me calm and makes me very happy. So this design probably also goes in my own stash. If it doesn't go in my own stash, I always say that I'm going to give it away, but so far I've just been hoarding the ones that I wanted to give away because I can't seem to part with them either way. This is the matching envelope, again same design, similar blue fading out look, really, really pretty. Another one of my favorites, it's blue and floral design. This one has, okay, sorry, got confused. This one has some sort of a, how would you describe this? Like triangle design on the back, which I actually do not like. I mean, I'm allowed to say that. I think I would have liked it more if it was just a plain background, because it is a little bit distracting, but I think that once you've written your letter on it, you won't notice it as much anymore. But the blue floral design is, of course, again, very, very me. Let me quickly grab, here you can see the triangle design a little bit more. Oh wow, oh, I didn't actually look at the envelope yet, but it's different from the design. It's a beautiful wreath. Oh, that makes me very happy. That is really, really pretty. Okay, this might actually be, like, apart from the triangles, the design is definitely one of my favorites so far. The triangles, I don't know, it's a bit busy for me. Oh, okay, and next one is actually green. Green with a fairy. Wow, how to think. A fairy. I love the wood forest design. Fairy is not usually my style, but I'm definitely sure that someone is going to love this if I do end up using it. But I don't know what else to say. I love that it has the design on the background and then white lines as a contrasting color. I think this will I don't know. I don't know, like immediately what I'm thinking is that it may be a little bit busy for writing on top of, but I do love that they're trying different things, because that is just me thinking that it would be too busy to write a letter on top of, but probably when you write in like a black pen it will still stand out quite enough. Okay, I'm already spoiling the last design, but here is the envelope. Beautiful. And this is better, I think, a little slot for the address, because if you would write an address on top of this, it might be difficult for a mail machine to read. So that is quite cute. It's quite different from the rest, which I also quite like, I think. A little bit of variety, because imagine if blue isn't your color, then you probably weren't very happy this month. But blue is my color, so I am very, very happy. Last design, I have to admit, is actually one of my favorites in all of the subscription unboxings I've done so far. It's a little sushi design. Now, I don't know about you, but sushi is my happy place. Whenever I have a bad day, I want to order sushi. Of course, I don't always do it because it's quite expensive, but sushi is my, yeah, that makes me happy. So this paper also makes me quite happy. And again, we have a design on the background with these little half circles, which could be very distracting, but in this design I actually do not mind it. So I'm very, very specific about these things, but I absolutely love this design. Again, blue, a little bit different shade of blue. We have the sushi with the chopsticks and the soy sauce in the bottom, and then we have, I don't know what this is, little sushi banners of some sort in the top. The envelope has the sushi banners again. Not a whole lot of space for writing the address. For the Netherlands it would be fine because we only need 3 lines, name, street name, and the postal code. But if you want to write to, for example, India, you would need a lot more space. But then if I were to write to India, I would probably use one of these, because I mean they have a lot more space for addresses. That's just me nitpicking, okay, because this is actually my favorite design and I'll probably use it for someone in the Netherlands anyway. On the back again, that beautiful sushi design, and the envelope and writing paper are exactly the same color, which makes my stationery heart again very happy. Sorry for this smudge here. I need to get a new background, but can you imagine trying to carry a piece of paper like this on your bicycle? It's pretty much impossible, so I need to figure out how to get a big piece of paper like this back home. So that is it for this month's La Papierre unboxing. Let me know which one is your favorite. I think mine was very, very obviously the sushi design. Number 1, probably in the top 5 of all of my favorite designs so far. Number 2, definitely the houseplants. Absolutely adore that. number 3. I'm just gonna number them this time because I actually think I can. Normally I can't. Normally I cannot choose, but this would be number 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then number 4 for me would be, oh, actually the lighthouse design. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Lighthouse is on number 4. Cat is on number 5, and fairy is on number 6. So let me know your how would you call that, like your ranking. Would you have liked this design, these designs, or not? Have you subscribed? If you did, thank you. I mean, I'm sure you will enjoy it as much as I do each month. And yeah, oh, I always forget to say this, but if you do not want to sign up, they also have an Etsy store which will have their designs for sale as well. They always wait a while before, like, first all of the subscribers need to have received their set, and then they will list them in their Etsy store. So if you like any of these designs, wait a couple of weeks and I'm sure you could get them individually in their Etsy store as well. I might have to get some more sushi papers, but I shouldn't because I have way too much writing paper anyway. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up and I will see you again very soon. Have a lovely weekend and goodbye.